Todiaini archayim soivas mochais Nechavim hinais mincha netzach Mizmoel David Vadinai Ramai Yadadadadadai La Yechsan Behinais Deshe Yartzeit Almaimni Chosin Halaini Nafshi Yishohivav Yanchaini B'maglai Tzedek Oy, 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 oy Oy, leman shemoy Gam ki ahayleich Begai tzalmoves Lo yiroro Ki atu imodi Shivtecha mishantecha Haiminachmini Tareich lifunai shilcha neged seireroi Dishanto Vashem roishi Koboi sirevoyo Achtoi v'chesed Yirdefini Kol yemai chaya Ba-ba-ba-boi Vishavti B'vais Adonai Li'oirech yomim. Tonight's the Yartzeit of the big tzaddik, our heilige Zayde, Moshe Aryeh, Krula, Moshe Aryeh Oestreicher. His father was Rabbi Yehida, was the first Krula Ruv. Moshe Aryeh was Ruv in Krula for 45 years. He was a Talmud of Rabbi Yehida and of the Afloah and Reb Nosson Adler.
Isn't that our baby?
And
Moshe Aryeh Meir Yehida?
No, so Moshe Aryeh ben Reb Meir Yehida was our baby's Moshe Aryeh Meir Yehida, named after both. So the Heilige Krula Ruv, he's quoted in Rabbi Yehida and other Sfarim. There's a few stories they have about him. One is that he was saved from a blood libel. It happened that there was a young man who his girlfriend broke up with him. One of the non-Jews in the area, and so he killed his girlfriend, and she made a blood libel. He made a blood libel against the Zayd of the Krula Ruv. He said that he needed the blood for his wine from Lava Malka, something like this. He was tried in absentia, and he was sentenced to hanging. The Ruv, chief rabbi of Krula, and he had no idea. He would travel around because he was the Rav of Krula Vaglilas, Satmar, and nearby to all the areas around pretty much the whole was now the county of Satumare, and the psak came down. I think it was Shlosh Esrei Midas, was the day before Erev Yom Kippur, the 8th of Tishra. And so the psak was because Pekuach Nefesh, they said that, a Yid could go and tell the Ruv he has to run away, even it means he's traveling in Yom Kippur. So Yid, he covered his beard and payas with a with a scarf, and he took a wagon and went as fast as he could. He was traveling through the night from Erev Yom Kippur. He arrives finally to where the Bismedrash, where the Zayda Krula was Nela. He was davening Nela. He was davening with Tachvis and Nefesh. There's a lot of Kavana and Ehrlich, and the whole Kehillah was enraptured by his davening. And the Yid came, and the Ruf said, "Wait till we're done davening. Wait till we're done with Yom Kippur." So finally, after the Shema Yisrael and the Shofar, so no, what's epis? He said, there's a blit bilbul, there's a lila stam, a blood libel. They want to hang the roof. He said, if I run away, so it's like a moed of a mixus, Shtika koidoa. I'll stand here and I'll face trial. They said, no, they already tried you. It's too late. So, his name's Oestreicher. They came, it was all the Austria-Hungarian Empire at the time, but he came originally from Austria. His father came from Austria originally. And his brother stayed in Vienna, where he was the royal physician. He was an Ehrlich Yid, and he was the doctor to the emperor from the Habsburg Empire, the emperor of Austria-Hungary. And so his brother was able to give him sanctuary, and after a year he was able to get the king's ear, and he was able to have a new trial. And the Ruf, when he wrote him in Hungarian, but or I guess in German, it was Austria. But fulfill what it says, Titan Emes Yaakov, that by doing this, by fulfilling this, you brought out the truth to Jacob. Like the Navi Micha says, the prophet Micah says, Titan Emes Yaakov, give truth to Jacob. And so he came out with the truth, and this boyfriend who killed his girlfriend, he was the one who was hanged. And the Ruf was vindicated after a year in Galus in Vienna, away from his post in where he was the chief rabbi in Krula. So there's a big nes, and that's and so he celebrated that. Another story of Moshe Krula, no one should mistake, he wasn't a Chassidish Yid, even though in those days even the regular Ashkenazim had the beard and payas, and he learned, he had the Adam. My son-in-law was Moshe Spitz, who came from an illustrious rabbinical family, and it was an anical from the Chavas Yorim, from Marl Prague. He learned Marl Prague, he learned the Karchaim and the Chavas Yorim. You see a Chassidish type of fire for Yiddishkeit that preceded the Chassidic movement. It's a more, people thought that the Chassidus was some sort of a Chiddush, but when you learn, this was in Germany and in Bohemia, these areas, the Maharal lived in Bohemia, and it was now the Czech Republic, and the Chavas Yor lived in Germany near the French border. Hey. And you learn their Svarim. You see is a Varmkeit, like you see in the Chassidish Svarim. In many ways, it's the foundation for where Chassidus came from. And this was in Germany. This was, lands that you wouldn't think would be Chassidish places. That's how. It's the real true derech of the old Ashkenaz. Anyway, that being said, when Krula, when he was first became Ruf, he was known as a big Talmud Chacham and a big Masmid and a Tzaddik, and the Berditchever Rav, who we know Elie Wiesel spoke of as the hero of the Hasidic movement. Senagoran Shel Yisrael, the great defense attorney of the Jewish people before our Father in heaven, before the true judge. The Berditchever he visited Hungary. He was from what's now the Ukraine. He was visiting Hungary, and he came to Krula specifically to meet Krula Rav, because he was such a big Talmud Chacham. And the story goes, Krula Rav was nervous that he's going to change his ways. He's going to be attracted to the Hasidic movement by being around the Berditchever, that the Berditchever would be like a magnet that would draw him to the Chassidish derech. He jumped out the window to run away to avoid meeting the Berditchever at first. But the Rebbitzin, the Baba, the Rebbitzin, she noticed, she said, this is a tzaddik, the Ehrlich Yid, we need a bracha, and for the kinder auch. I can only hope that my Baba, who was the Changa Rebbitzin, their daughter was there, got a bracha from Berditchever, and which I'm assuming Mistama, yes, because it seems that her brother Rabbi Binyamin, who was there and got a bracha, was younger, so it would make sense Mistama that she also got a bracha. So the Berditchever, he was there with some Chassidim, with the Gaboim, whatever. He said, "Eine von sei geht sein von unsere. One of these babies is going to be ours."
My name is actually Tish.
And what happened was that the one son of Yonis Binyamin, he became a big chassid of Berditchever, and like we said, and later the Zayda of Moshe Aryeh, he met Berditchever, and they were kabel upon him in the end. But the Yonis Binyamin, I would assume with the permission from his father and the full haskam of his father, Taka became a Chassidish Yid, and Taka actually became a Rebbe. His shvoger, my Zayder, Moshe Spitz, was Reuven Chenger for many years, and then when he was nifter, Moshe Halevi Spitz, the Zayder, when he was nifter, then his shvoger, the Rabbi Yonis Binyamin, not only Reuven Chenger but the Rebbe Chenger, and made Chenger a Chassidish city, to the point where after Rabbi Yonis Binyamin, his son Rabbi Levi Yehuda, no, Levi Yehuda is my Zayda from Levi Yehuda Spitz. His son Rabbi Levi Yitzchak didn't become a Rebbe. He named his son after the Berditchever. But the very famous Rebbe from Chenger, the Menuchas Asher, became the Rebbe in Chenger. Usher Anshel Jungreis, who's the Zayd of all the Jungreis family today. So that's the Meise from Heilige Zayde, the Krula Rav, whose Yartzeit is tonight. All right, next month we'll celebrate again. All right. And the schus from the Heilige Zayde, the Moshe Aryeh Krula, we shall be zoiche to grow and turn Yerushalayim, and to be Ehrlich Yidin, Masmidim, and Talmidei Chachamim, al derech Yisrael Saba. All right.